trying, someone said they couldn't hear me, but it wasn't me, because when I went out and played the video, the few minutes that I was on, I was able to hear myself. So, I'm gonna try this again. Try it again. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Gotta find myself again though. Oh, I think that's me there. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Not sure why my niece was not able to hear me. However, hi, I'm Theodora of Doors Door Designs. Excuse the technical difficulties. Welcome back in. I hope that you will join me for craft and chat. Just a little time for us to chat, and if you have something that you can be working on, whether it's a knitting or crochet project or painting or whatever, just get your craft out and join me. Okay? I think I'm back on. Hopefully everybody can hear me. If you're watching the replay, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you're joining for the first time, thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway, I got these supplies in a resupply box. I get a monthly one. And so this is what and I never know what I'm getting until I get it. So that's half the fun of getting the box. And anyway, so this is a spring project. Looks a little Eastery to me, but it's the sign is really, really cute. The light is a little bright for me, so hopefully you guys can see it. Can you see it? Okay. So that's the sign. And decor exchange is where I get my supplies from, and it's the community that I am a part of. And they are starting to kind of custom make a lot of the supplies. So this is the ribbon. I think it's really pretty, really springy. And it really matches the sign really well. They did a really good job. Okay. Just trying to make sure you can see it. So anyway, I'm just going to get started. Not sure what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. They had a lot of florals in the box. I'm not as comfortable with florals, but I've been watching the coaches use them. So we shall see. Sometimes I do really good, and sometimes I have to redo it a couple times till I'm satisfied. It's probably not so much anybody else. I have a tendency to be my worst critic. So anyway, I'm gonna get started. I think they call this 609. I can't even remember, but it has a number. It's a popular floral bush that we use, and they get it in all different colors. This one was actually made to go with this project. You know, sometimes they're all the same color, so they just kind of mixed up the colors so that they match the swag. The swag, this is a 24-inch swag, I think. Yeah, 24-inch swag that I'm using. I want to say evergreen, but it's not really an evergreen, but it's, you know, sort of on that. It's just not evergreen. And I'm gonna try to make this a no glue project. And what am I looking? Oh, looking for this one. Anyway, how's everybody's Friday? Hope everybody's having a good day. It was a little chilly here in Jacksonville, Florida. Either it was really chilly or my blood has thinned out because it almost felt as cold as it is in Michigan. And that's saying a lot. So I'm just trying to fan out some of the stems and the flowers because there's a lot of different things on here. And I don't want it to be just completely flat. So, you know what I have some. I was going to say what I did not do is, what I did. I was thinking of zip ties. So, here's something I didn't bring out that I think I'm going to go ahead and try to use. And that's this silver dollar eucalyptus stem. Cut off some of it. I think I want to make this the base. Like I'm gonna be on a little while by myself, which is okay. It's okay. This looks so big to me. I saw my coaches use this, but they, I don't remember them cutting it. But guess what? Here I go. The base looks like it's too small not to cut it. So I am going to cut it and move it this way. Maybe. Trying to make what they call a bundle out of it. So now I'm confused which is the right side up. The joys of creating. And I think these are still too long. So I'm just going to keep moving. I have as many as some of you know, I don't know how many, but some of you know that I moved last year this time. And I moved from a 2-bedroom apartment to a 1-bedroom. And because I had to do that, the 2-bedroom was my craft room and office. And I had lots of supplies and lots of product in there. So when I moved to the 1-bedroom, I had to move all of that into a storage unit that I was using for product that I had made and was waiting to be sold. So that unit has been overflowing and unorganized for a year. So that has been my goal as of January the 2nd or 3rd or 4th, whatever day I went in there. I think it was the 3rd. And the first Saturday of the month. Maybe the second Saturday. I actually think I was sick the first Saturday. But anyway, that's one of the things that I'm working on. I was able to find a storage container that I like. I was looking for, right now everything is in big, heavy, in totes, and some of the totes are just really very heavy. And they're stacked on top of each other. And so when I go into the unit to try to find something, it's such a struggle because some of the totes are heavy and they're stacked almost as tall as I am. So I'm working to rectify that. So I found this unit. It is 5 bins. They are foldable. But when you put them together, they actually have doors that you can open once you stack another unit on top of it. And I like that because then I don't have to, they're stacked, but I can get to whatever I need because of the doors. So I'm really excited about that. We were able to put that together. A friend of mine helped me, and we were able to get that together. So I was real pleased about that. There's another unit that I was researching that I'm hoping I will be able to get soon. The first unit that we did, I put all of the decor mesh in. And if you're not familiar with decor mesh, this is decor mesh. Okay. And so I was able to get the majority of the rolls that I could find while I was in there. I didn't stay very long, and put them in this particular storage unit. I mean, not unit, but container. And like I said, it's 5 units in one, and each one has their own separate door. And so, there's another unit I'd like to get. It's a shelving unit with cubby holes. And it has, the one that I'd like to have has 20 cubby holes. And then you have room for a medium size storage bin. And you just slide it in. And I want to use that for my ribbons, because then I can sort them by color, and then or seasons, and be able to find stuff that way as well. So I'm just going to layer these on top of each other as best I can. It should be with me running my mouth, might not be. I was gonna say it should be a relatively short, quick project. But I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. Actually, these seem a little longer. One of the colors on top. a little junky right now to me. But that's because I'm not used to using these florals. But I'm gonna keep working with it and see what the end will be. See what the end will be. So anyway, that's my project for January. Not sure if I'll get it all done by the end of January. If I get some help from my friends, I might be able to get it done. But whether I get it done or have to, with help, or have to do it on my own, I want to switch these. I just want it done. So it might take me a little longer if I have to do it by myself, which is okie dokie. It's okie dokie. I have a fierce focus for this year. But what I'm not going to do is try to stress myself out by trying to get things done in a rush, hurry situation. Getting it done is better than trying to get it done quickly. If that makes sense. You know, do it at my own pace. What matters is progress, right? That's what matters. Slowing down, taking some time, doing what you can do. I think I've got a little bit. Pull those out. I was debating whether I wanted to put some mesh on here to maybe give it some, make it sit up a little bit more. I'm not sure. Maybe we can get it done, manipulating things around a little bit. Like I said, I don't use a lot of florals. I will use them more in a, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really fond of this. I know my coaches do real well with these. But they just play with them and manipulate them so well. I don't want to get some of the, this pulls through. I don't want it to just sit on the base either. This is all part of it. Actually could be used as a swag or a centerpiece. pretty colors on here. I don't want them to all be on the bottom, so I'm just gonna continue to try to wiggle them in, wiggle them through, bring them up to the top. Need some on the bottom, but I need some on the top. Keep maneuvering and maneuvering till we get it like we want it, huh? Normally when I do a swag, I usually use decor mesh. To you know, give it some something to some substance to it. But we had so many I don't usually use a lot of florals, but we had so many florals. Something over here. Not bad, not bad. Some more colors up if I can. My back has been bothering me a little bit. Today. As well. I don't know what that's about. Have some support over here. Got some other stuff I can use to add a little dimension to it. This box had a lot of florals in it. Hey, anybody out there? Yeah, I prefer a good decor mesh wreath. I guess because I've done them so long. And used to doing them. I guess the more I use florals, the more comfortable I'll get with them. Looks pretty on camera. Whew. I usually start out using, when I do use florals, doing things in threes. and then look back at it. Actually, if I had a candle, I can see a candle sort of sitting in there, but I think I'm gonna put a bow in there. I may have to go back, because some of these definitely need some these little pieces are gonna need some glue. Whew. I said never, my back is bothering me. And I've got a pillow, but it's still hurting. Right in the center. I might save the sign for another project, because I have the decor mesh. I might save it for another project. Could do that. Could do that. I could. Anyway, usually this time of year, we are starting to work because we have to make things ahead of the seasons. So we're already promoting for Valentine's. So most people have already created their Valentine's and their Mardi Gras wreaths, because those come up. I think Mardi Gras is early next month. I think it's close to Valentine's Day. And then we'll work on spring and St. Patrick's Day and those type of things. Something right here. So I'll probably have to go back and glue some of these things in. Okay, that's one of the ones I have to. I'm just filling them in. It looks good on camera. I like the colors. One thing that I really did like was this one floral pick, because it's got butterflies on it. It only has 3, and I think that's, oh, that one does not. This one does not. These 3 have butterflies. butterflies, cute little butterflies. Look, now I'm thinking if I don't use the sign, then I shouldn't use the butterflies because the butterflies go perfect with this. What y'all think? Another project? Or should we go ahead and try the sign in there? What you think? Margaret! Hey, Margaret. I wish you were here so you could help me. Oh. I wish you were here to help me decide what to do. Come on. You do such good work, Margaret. I don't really work real well with, I won't say I don't. I don't do them often enough to be really, really comfortable. And I'm really trying to do things kind of out of my comfort zone. Because I have so many of these florals in my storage unit. I might have to put some mesh on here because I don't know if this is gonna fit right here. Okay, well, let's put it aside for now. Let's see what I can come up with for the bowl, I will not be jealous, Margaret. I will not be jealous. You do such beautiful work, though. You really do. I love your things. Okay, this is a one directional ribbon. And it's gonna try to give me the blues. I'm gonna, no it's not. No it's not. Sherry. Well, I'm glad to hear from you. You okay? I ain't heard from you all year. A whole year. Everything okay, Sherry? What happens if I don't make this ribbon do what it do? With the let's see. Jordan says he twisted. Let's see if I can twist it and it doesn't get bunched. So you're okay. Been busy? Is Mom okay? You really had me worried. So I'm glad to see you tonight. Did you talk to Shantae? Because I asked her about you the other day, because I'm like, well, maybe she had talked to you. I'm just glad that you're here. You and Margaret. like this ribbon. It's nice and thick and sturdy. All good, okay. Girl, I'm getting ready to try to find out where you live and walk. I did think about calling you today, but instead of just texting or sending messages, I'm like, if I don't hear from her soon, okay, I tried twisting it. It looks pretty good. I just don't know how well it's gonna sit. I usually, when I use one direction, I usually don't make a big deal. However it turns out, it'd be upside down. I don't normally, but I've seen a couple people twist it. There was some guy I watched on YouTube, and he says, I don't know why people make such a fuss about it. Just do it this way. I tried it his way. I couldn't do it like that either. This is pretty. Pretty ribbon. Pretty, pretty. All right. So we have lavender and yellow. I think I used the yellow last. Use the yellow last. No, this will be loopy enough. We'll see. I was determined I was going to still go live today, even though I wasn't quite ready. What am I going to do with this? How am I going to work this ribbon? Okay, I'll do another one. Just for the heck of it. See what happens. Since everybody has been using this 1 7/8, this 7/8. This is a 1 inch. This is 7/8. And I usually, when I use the 7/8, I just use it on top. But I notice everybody's been using the 7/8 to do the whole bow. I couldn't, and actually I don't know. This ribbon, it matches everything. I don't know if I like it on the bottom. I don't know if I like it on the bottom. Because it has all of the colors. Oh, wait a minute. Look. Creative privileges, right? I don't know. This is just so pretty. Maybe I'll put the 1 1/2 on the bottom. Not 1 1/2, 7/8. Y'all know. This is just too pretty to be hid on the bottom. too pretty, too pretty. Sorry, I'm concentrating, y'all. I'm concentrating. I can't think to talk right now. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Yellow used to be my favorite color as a little girl. Pastel colors. My mother, well, probably because my mother used to dress me in pastels. But out of those colors, my favorite was yellow. Yellow, yellow. I think I'll just do the 2 in the loop. Two in the loop. Two in the loop. I don't know. What is it? Oh, this one might work. I was gonna say, it's not quite as long as I'd like it to be, but it should be okay. Be better than those black ones I have. They are very short. I need some new, I need glue sticks and I need zip ties. Well, longer and heavier zip ties. It's what I need. Margaret, you still here? Somebody's here. Sherry, you still here? Y'all, I know y'all busy. So I know y'all crafting with me, right? Y'all crafting. I don't know if I pulled that tight enough for my crafting, crafting combo, crafting chat. Why is that one so long? Kind of loopy. Kind of loopy. I don't know about this part. I need to stop saying that. I need to stop saying. But sometimes when I look at stuff until I get it on, it'll be like, I don't know. I was trying to make it loopy. Loopy, loopy. Yeah, and it's a little loopier than this one. Okay, so. Okay. It's too loopy. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's because my back hurts as well. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the pipe on here. No problem. No problem. No problem. Where's my tail? Oh. Tails. chaos, chaos, chaos. Okay. I still think I need some deco mesh under here for this bow and this sign to sit properly. You know, when I get tired and a little frustrated, I'd be like, it's time to get off. I think I might have to, y'all see. It's not attached or anything. I'm trying to see it on camera. And actually, I might not do the sign at all, because it would get lost in here. Maybe I'll bring the bow down or make another bow. I can't see. Just posting. Oh, DTF prints. Okay. But that's good. That means you're working and we're talking. So yeah, cool beans. Okay. Look, because I had some technical difficulties. Well, at least my niece said I had technical difficulties. She couldn't hear me, but so I stopped the live and went out. But when I did the playback, I could hear myself, so it wasn't my volume. So I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, my back is really bothering me. So, and it's right in the center of my back. Hasn't done that in a while. So I think I'm going to stop, ladies. I appreciate you. And if anybody's watching the replay, thank you. And I'm sorry that I did not complete this project. But it happens. It happens. So have a good night, Margaret and Sherry. Thank you for stopping by. Love you, ladies. Love all of you that are watching and joining, watching the replay. Appreciate you. See you next month or sooner if I decide to do something else. All right? Have a good one. Bye.